Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the Minutes with Milo show, the Monday edition, March the 11th, 2024. This is the way it is in my mind. How's everybody doing? Uh, Welcome. First time watching the show, welcome. Hope you like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching it live, hit me up in the chat, say howdy doody something or duty howdy, whatever you want to try to say, and let me know you're alive. Let me know I'm getting out there. And tonight's show is going to be about LIDAR. Not lying, not DARs, but LIDARs. And reason is I'm doing it on this is I like Google Earth. And in my mind, uh, I did a show the other day and I used Google Earth to fly around the world and look at certain things. And you can see topographical things under the ocean and everything. I thought, well, I bet you they use LIDAR. So I'd start doing a little research and, you know, what does LIDAR do? How does it work? All that kind of stuff. And it's magic. It's just that simple. It's just magic. And then they put it out on this magic box and I get to look at it. And it's great. But I don't think Google Earth really uses LIDAR. I don't know, man. Kind of a mixed grab bag of things, I think. But it surely looks good. And when we look at LIDAR, we'll look at some images. We'll look at, you know, what I think is kind of impressive. I don't know how it does it. I haven't seen a topic on it. Maybe we'll discover it when I'm looking things up on the internet. But you can apparently see through jungle canopy down to the ground and even through the vegetation that's on the ground to show you things like if you could just take off the top layer of the earth and look at what was underneath, then that's kind of what LIDAR sees. That's why I'm saying LIDAR seeing the unseeable. Because, if you're flying across the jungle, you're flying over the ocean, you're flying over any place that has vegetation, you don't really get to see the ground. Why? Because there's vegetation there covering it up. But LIDAR apparently can see through that. And I haven't seen that. We'll look at that. How does LIDAR see through the jungle canopy to discover Mayan ruins, or cities or airstrips or any of that kind of stuff that's left on, the ground after they disappeared. But LIDAR apparently has been around for some time. And that's another thing I don't understand is maybe it just isn't coming. It's coming to my attention. Maybe it's been used, regularly all along, and I just didn't know it. Wouldn't be the first time something was going on and I didn't know it. People try to keep stuff from me all the time. But, it seems to be in the forefront of discovering these ancient ruins. I keep calling them ruins because they're dilapidated. These ancient dilapidated civilizations that just, people just say, man, I'm tired. Let's just pick up and leave this joint the way it is and we'll go somewhere else. And now they're discovering these things in the jungles of South America and all these places. Guatemala, different. There's a lot of heavy vegetation. So, and what? That kind of worries me too, in a way, because you can't get to them. You can see them through this LIDAR deal. Well, how are they going to get to them? Well, they're just going to tear the forest down, build roads into them. We want to excavate. How are we going to do that? Well, guess what? You're going to have to take up the trees. You're going to have to take down the vegetation. you have to get rid of that stuff so you can start digging holes in the ground to see the stuff. So, that kind of worries me. And should they? I don't know. I don't think so. What are they going to discover? Anyway, so let's look at this. Let me get my eyeball spectacles on here. Ooh, look at that. Let me turn that off. In case we hit a website that jumps out some kind of rap music, screaming something, and we don't want to do that. All right, let me go through the process. Oh, look, it's already there. I was covering it up the whole time. Let me pick. Those are all good things. I was going to do it on LIDAR explained. Blah 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 blah. Let's do that. LIDAR explained. Oh, that guy's got a video. Maybe that's what we ought to watch. How long is this video? Preview. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. We'll just figure it out as we go. Why not? Me and you, we'll figure it out as we go. LIDAR explained. So, LIDAR stands for light detection and ranging. They use lasers. That's their light source. They shoot it at things, bounces back. How long does it take? It's like radar, which is used by the police to determine your speeds. Same theory, except it uses radio waves. So that's radio radar. Let's see. LIDAR is a remote sensing method that uses light in the form of a pulse laser to measure the distance to the Earth or other objects. LIDAR works by targeting an object with a laser and measuring the time for the reflected light to return to the receiver. LIDAR can be used for various applications such as mapping, surveying, navigation, and environmental monitoring. Let's see. Let's just ask it. How does LIDAR jungle canopy? Alright, LIDAR works by sending out laser beams, intense focused beams of light that are invisible to the naked eye. We mount the spinning sensor on a small plane or drone to get the bird's eye view. Many of the laser beams hit the leaves, but a small fraction can penetrate through the jungle canopy, reaching the ground and everything underneath it. I don't know. Alright, so can LIDAR see through trees? One of the most remarkable features of LIDAR technology is the ability to see through trees and penetrate dense foliage. Unlike traditional optical remote sensing methods, which rely on visible light and can be obstructed by opening a new tab. We don't want to lose our place. Okay, so you can't do that. Well, let's see if we can do it this way, because we were blocked before. Alright, LIDAR technology uses laser pulses for detail mapping even through dense foliage. Components include laser scanner, photo detector, GPS, and IMUs, foliage penetration capable of mapping forest floors through gaps in vegetation. Material limitations. Effectively penetrate semi-transparent materials, but not solid objects like wood. Applications in forestry. Useful for forest management, wildlife habitat assessment, and erosion control. Involves signal attenuation, complex data processing, and cost factors. Advancements in sensors, algorithms, and integration with other technologies are expected. So there's a chick shooting LIDAR at her head and looking at her scalp on the camera, on the screen. That's what that is. There's Robert. Hello, Robert. We're doing LIDAR. Clell ought to be here. I think he likes LIDAR. LIDAR, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging, is a remote sensing technology that uses laser pulses to measure distance and create detailed, accurate photos of the Earth's surface. Works by emitting laser beams from a sensor, which then bounce off objects and return to the sensor. Time it takes for light to travel back and forth is used to calculate the distance between the sensor and the object, generating a point of cloud of spatial data. Seeing through trees and other objects. One of the most remarkable features, we looked at that, which is relying on light visible, ground, wood, and grass. LIDAR's ability to penetrate various materials depends on factors such as wavelength of the laser, the material's transparency to the specific wavelength, and the angle at which the laser beam strikes the surface. In general, LIDAR cannot see through solid objects like wood, but it can penetrate semi-transparent materials like grass and to some extent the ground. Topographical LIDAR systems, which are designed to map the Earth's surface, typically use wavelengths that are absorbed by water and are less likely to penetrate the ground. However, specialized LIDAR systems, such as bathymetric LIDAR, can penetrate water surfaces and measure depths for applications like coastal mapping and underwater archaeology. Right. So we'll look at some of the South American, the Mayan, and the structures and all that stuff. And one of the things I'm going to try to find is what I would like to see is an overlay of here's what the LIDAR sees and here's what the visible lay of the land looks like. I'd love to see that, but a lot of these places, you know, what would be one of the reasons is because you can't trust everything you see on the internet, okay? So, you know, they lay these things out and they show you all these pretty colors and elevations and all these, you know, it comes through clear but fuzzy. There's no other, I can't describe it any other way. It's like smooth with no, you know, no real details. But anyway, they show you these things and say that's a, you know, ancient Mayan city. What's it look like now? Show me the real land. Show me something that I recognize as like, okay. And there again, you know, they could just show you a picture of the jungle and say, well, you can't see it. It's all underneath the trees, dude. You can't see it. That's why this LIDAR image is so grand, because now it strips the trees away and you can see the, you know, why am I so skeptical? Because it's like, you know, deep fakes. I need money, so I'm going to produce these LIDAR images where I can get money to go dig up some Mayan ruins, you know. And oh well, I didn't find anything. Thanks for the millions of dollars. You know, I bought the jet and all that stuff and a bunch of pitchforks, shovels. All right. So here's where it's going to try to explain it to simple minds like me. How do you see through the jungle canopy? Imagine that the LIDAR sensor is like a flashlight and it sends out a beam of light. This light, however, is not visible to the human eye and has specific properties that allow it to pass through small gaps between leaves and branches, just like any light does. You know, you can see, you know, regular light through the gaps between trees and branches. When the light reaches the ground, it bounces back to the sensor, similar to how an echo works with sound. Now picture a dense forest with a thick canopy of leaves and branches. When the LIDAR flashlight shines its light into the forest, the light can pass through small gaps in the canopy and reach the ground. Since the LIDAR system is able to detect the time it takes for the light to travel to the ground and back, it can accurately calculate the distance between the sensor and the ground, even in areas with dense tree cover. Another important aspect of LIDAR technology allows it to penetrate tree canopies and create accurate maps of the ground beneath is the use of multiple laser pulses in the movement of the LIDAR sensor. The LIDAR system sends out thousands or even millions of laser pulses per second, and each pulse has the potential to find its way through the gaps in the tree's canopy to reach the ground. As the sensor moves, either mounted or on a drone, airplane, or ground vehicle, it covers a wider area and sends out laser pulses in all different angles. This movement, combined with the sheer number of pulses, increases the likelihood that some of the pulses will penetrate the canopy and return valuable information about the ground below. So here's a good picture of an alien spacecraft shooting the Earth with laser beams. Is that right? Am I reading that right? But the alien aircraft is just a drone shooting the LIDAR, penetrating the ground. Canopy, taking maps. What is more accurate than LIDAR? While LIDAR is highly accurate for many applications, some technologies can provide even greater accuracy under specific circumstances. For example, terrestrial laser scanning, TSL, can offer sub-centimeter accuracy for detailed measurements of structures, objects, or landscapes. However, TSL typically has a more limited range and requires more time and effort to collect data than airborne or drone-based LIDAR systems. The choice of technology depends on the specific requirements of the project, such as the level of detail needed and the size of the area to be surveyed in the project's budget. So this is like forestry and environmental conservation. So that was by Chris Gunnarera, CEO of Blue Falcon Aerial. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. All right, we looked at how it does that. That's some USGS LIDAR Explorer map. And what I'd asked it, one of the questions I asked, does Google Maps or does Google Earth use LIDAR? And it never gave me a straight answer. But I did find this website, USGS. What does that stand for? United States Geographical Geometric System, something. And it showed, so, all right, take away that. Looked at the United States, a map of the United States. Let's zoom out. Ta-da, map of the United States. All right, so then I saw show where LIDAR is available. And then show topography LIDAR. Okay, so then let's just go back. Where am I here? And I'll zoom in to this area to see where LIDAR was available. And it showed me some before. LIDAR. And now I don't see where I was at before. It was someplace in Kentucky that had it. Now I don't see it. I lost it. I lost it forever. There's Frankfurt. There's Kentucky. It was one of these mountain ranges. I was thinking it was right here where it was available. the national forest here. Then other. Yep. LIDAR. Back out. What was that other one we saw? Show where LIDAR is available. Click on the map to retrieve information about LIDAR projects. All right. Dates. Washington, D.C. All right. Well, forget that crap. Let's go over to here. LIDAR. Google. Hey, look at that. Simple introduction. Still the basics of LIDAR. Oh, that's no. Let's close that out. Close that out. Archaeology. All right. So here is archaeologists have discovered a mysterious Maya megalopus hidden beneath the Guatemalan jungle. Laser scanner technology has revealed more than 61,000 ancient structures. Researchers have discovered an ancient Maya megalopolis deep within the tropical forest of northern Guatemala after scanning the site with an advanced form of light detection and ranging technology known as LIDAR. The scans are the work of some kind of LIDAR initiative, which has been mapping an 810 square mile area of the Mayan Biosphere Reserve in Petén for the past 2 years. The findings reveal the outlines of more than 61,000 ancient structures, including pyramids and palaces, interconnected network of dozens of cities. The results were the first announced in February, but the journal Science has now published laser-based images, maps, and analysis. Flying 2,000 feet above the treetops, aircraft from the National Center for Airborne Laser Mapping, equipped with LIDAR scanners, make topographical readings using laser pulses, blah, 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 linked to GPSs. The scans show an extensive network of Maya roads linking towns and defensive fortifications that suggest a society frequently at war. So this is what I was talking about before. It's nice. Show me the picture of the LIDAR, right? All these things. This is all that's well, cool, good, fancy, chromatic colors and that kind of junk. Show me the real picture. Show me the picture of what it looks like from the air today. How much of this is hidden? Show me the real picture. They never show you the real picture. Never show it to you. This all just looks like a snow-covered village, in the Alps somewhere. So they never show you that on any of this. This is the latest one, and I thought about going a LIDAR-based illustration of sun rising in alignment with the Mesoamerica site of Buena Vista, recently identified using LIDAR image, courtesy of Tassanikitagawata in Ometa. This is October 27, 2021. So if you can see this, these little nubbies and things like that are surrounding this, what I think they call that a plateau, right? Here in the middle. Using laser pulses, finding published in National Journal. Including rectangular and square complexes suggesting a shared culture based on the earlier Olmec city of San Lorenzo and the central rectangular plaza. Findings were surprisingly because most of these sites were not known before. This area is fairly open and populated, but because those sites are horizontally large and the individual buildings are not tall, if you walk on a site, you do not notice its shape. They are hidden in plain sight. All right, so is Expedition Unknown, you say it's a show. Is it like a TV show? Robert's referring to, see, I don't think I can get there. That's part of the problem, I guess, with trying to do it here is a lot of the things on LIDAR and like this, they're all videos, YouTubes or TV expeditions, things like that. It's none of it's in what what you would consider, print. So what I was trying to find, like I said, was show me the picture of the LIDAR, then show me the picture of the overlay, so we can look at it. Somebody out there may have put a show or like this together, or a video like this out there, or some archaeology group, college, professor, consortium, whatever it might be, may have a presentation where they go and say, here's the area as it looks to the naked eye, but with LIDAR that we spent millions of dollars on, here is the town and structures that are under all that. That's kind of what I'd like to see is, what's the jungle look like, and then just wipe that away. Because if you do that, my kids used to look at that Wonderful Earth or something like that, but they would show that, here's what it looks like, and then boom, what's underneath it. That's kind of what I was looking for on these internet sites. But see, nobody wants to show you or tell you or whatever where these things are. So what I was thinking I might try to do, this is LIDAR images of the sites of San Lorenzo on the left and Agude Phoenix on the right, with similar long rectangular platforms surrounded by 20 smaller platforms. Images are courtesy of Juan Carlos Fernandez Diaz and Tashi Hinomata. So, yeah, it's discovered a ton recently. And let's see, one of the things I read was it's been around about 10,000 results. Origins were in the 1960s when LIDAR was first invented. All right, so it was right after the initial discovery or invention of the laser. All right, so airborne LIDAR systems first developed in the 70s. Let's see what it says. Seymour. Oh, Seymour. Early beginnings of LIDAR, origins in the 60s. Uses in meteorology and topography was the brief history of LIDAR. Remote sensing, evolution of LIDAR, development of airborne. In the 70s marked a significant advancement in LIDAR technology. Mounted on aircraft, these systems could cover vast areas and collect data at high speeds, enabling more efficient, accurate mapping efforts. As airborne LIDAR technology continued to advance, it became an indispensable tool for creating detailed digital elevation models and studying various aspects of the Earth's surface. The emergence of terrestrial and mobile LIDAR systems in the 90s and early 2000s terrestrial and mobile LIDAR systems emerged, providing even more flexibility and versatility in data collection. Terrestrial LIDAR systems mounted on tripods and other stationary platforms enabled high-resolution scanning of structures and landscapes, while mobile LIDAR systems mounted on vehicles allow for rapid data collections along transportation corridors and urban areas. So then LIDAR in archaeology. LIDAR's application in archaeology can be traced back to the late 1990s when it was first used to map ancient Maya cities in Central America. The ability of LIDAR to penetrate dense forest canopies and reveal hidden structures made it an invaluable tool for discovering and studying previously unknown archaeological sites. Became commercially available in the 90s. So this has been going on. I guess, they've been improving it over and over and over, but since the 90s, early 2000s. Robert says, they fly over planes mapping with LIDAR so you can see. LIDAR has been discovered a ton recently. He says he has no life, because I guess you watch a lot of the discovery stuff. Kind of like old submarine technology, just from the air. Better resolution. And I'm sure they're improving it as they go along because lasers improve, detectors improve, the receivers improve, the amount of power you can do, the number of lasers and stuff, the pulses and all that stuff, I'm sure have been, all right, so milestones in LIDAR history, the Shuttle Radar Topography Mission. One of the most significant milestones in LIDAR history was the Shuttle Radar Topography Mission in 2000. Along with STRM utilizes radar technology rather than LIDAR, it represented a major breakthrough in large-scale, high-resolution mapping. Conducted by NASA and the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, the mission aimed to create a near-global digital elevation model using data collected from the Space Shuttle Endeavour. The success of SRTM highlighted the potential of remote sensing technology, including LIDAR, for large-scale mapping objects and further solidified the importance of such data in understanding our planet. They were spying on other countries. Are you kidding me? A topography map of Russia, China, all those places would be invaluable. Invaluable. All right. So 2001, all that stuff is late 90s, early 2000s. What have they done for me lately? What have they done? I don't see anything. Oh, they want to take a LIDAR to space. Yep. That's the same thing. That's that dude there. Yeah. No way would America do that. No, No way. No way. Pipeliners Club of Tulsa, Blue Falcon Aerial. That's interesting. So what I was going to thinking about doing here was, let's see, can I get to, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, quit it. Tag on you. Where is it? I want to try to get Google Earth Pro to come up. This might take a second. And, ooh, look. Ooh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Loading maps. Close the startup tips. Here we come. We're flying in, people. Get your shoes on. All right, so. Oh my gosh. I need to find out. Let's look. I was going to try to find San Lorenzo. Now let's go with this. Aguda Phoenix. Let's see if Google Earth will take us to this spot. Paste it, search it. It's in Tabasco, Mexico. Look at that, boys and girls. All right. So apparently, what's this up here? Okay, this is some, let's see, that says Ceremonial Maya. What's this here? I don't understand what those little symbols mean. Let's zoom her in on that and see what it says. All right, so A, this is B. We can't barely see it right there, but that's B. Is unnamed road, Buenos Aires, Tabasco, Mexico. All right. So this, can you see that, Robert? This shows a LIDAR image. I don't know what that means. Show more on Google Maps. What are we looking for? Layers. What kind of layers we got? Biking more. Travel time measure. Satellite. That's where we're at now. Wildfires, terrain. Oh, satellite. I'd like for it, see, this is where I'd like for it to show me LIDAR images. Show me some LIDAR images of this area. But see, you can't get them to show you the overlay. Let's go back to, so this is Google Earth Pro. I want you to show me the overlay of this. That's Google Maps. Where did that go? There. I want to see this area come up on Google Maps Pro. What does it look like now? See, I can't click on that because that's just a picture of the LIDAR. Where is it? LIDAR survey. Open. Ah, you son of a biscuit eater. Quit it. Open it in a new tab. All right. So this was the LIDAR survey area. This is where, right there on that river, San Pedro River. Where's the San Pedro River? I don't, okay. Is that what this place is? Here? Well, it doesn't tell me the name of that. That has to be it. Okay. San Pedro, right. So, look, see, it's got all these names here. They're all the same name. I don't know why you can't see my hand when I'm highlighting over here. You see, there's all these places. What's that? What is D? I'm going to zoom in on D. And it's right there on that corner of the river. But it shouldn't be this hard to have somebody show me where that is on a map. Let me see it from the air. Let me see it. How does it look from here? Where is that? See, this is the stuff that LIDAR is supposed to be able to see through. I mean, see, it looks like, you know, broccoli. It looks like broccoli. So I'd love to be able to take and have the LIDAR survey. It says in Google Earth, if you have a LIDAR file or images, whatever you want to call it, it's a file. I think it's in XML, that you can import it into this. Let's see. Import it. Generic text, or see all these things. Man, look at all these things you can import. NASA Planetary Data System, XML. All data import formats, raster files. You can import all kinds of things. I was thinking it was an XML file. Right? And you can bring in your own files and show it on Google Earth. But let's see. Sightseeing, my places, don't want to do that. Layers. Roads, 3D building, terrain. I have the terrain, parks, transportation, water bodies, U.S. government. What does the U.S. government have? Yeah, that's not going to help me. Who cares about U.S. government when it's in Mexico? Transportation. All right, take that out. Park thread or water bodies. That's all fine and dandy when it's U.S. Galleries, weather, 3D buildings, roads, photos, places, borders, and labels. Primary database. So it does not show you any LIDAR that's tied with this area. Well, I think that would be really cool to be able to see it, and then, because I mean, what I don't understand either is, and this kind of looks swampy. Okay, this part up here looks like the dude's farming this, or farming this. You know, how close was he, or did he actually, you know, dig up some of this? Because this is, it looks tiny in the photos, but it's going to be huge. It's got to be huge in a real life area. And so, see here. Hey, now there we go. Now, maybe I just didn't go far enough. All right. This Ugata Phoenix is one of the areas included in the LIDAR scans, with probably a ceremonial gathering site from the Maya. Yeah. So where is that currently? Open a new tab. So we're looking at that. All right. Now this is cool. This is kind of what I was looking for. A little bit. see where they put these outlines. You can see the lay of the land here, where they've got it outlined where it actually drops off. Like this road, see this little road, whee, and then this is a dirt bike trail, looks like. These people have been riding dirt bikes or riding their horses or ponies or going up down this farmland of theirs, looks like. See, over here's another road on these ancient Maya ruins. Never did they ever know it. Probably not. But this is what I'm talking about. You know, if you like everything that's visible from USGS 3D depth. Now see, I was over here. This is the USGS LIDAR Explorer 3D depth or 3D EP. But this is the United States. And this is where I was earlier when I asked it to show me where did it go? I wanted it to show me places that were had LIDAR, so we could actually look at images with LIDAR. But is it all? Is it what's QL3? I don't know. It went away. Sort by name, filters. I don't know. Where is it? Why can't I see it? Uh-oh. I clicked something. What are we looking at? It's like, ooh, we can rotate it. Weedy. What is it? Man, I don't know. It looks funky. We're getting off scale here. I can't control it anymore. Ooh, we're flying into it. Well, sure looks like a landscape of some kind. Stop moving it, let it catch up, rebuild it. But what am I looking at? I don't know. I'm looking at Poetry 3D visualization. LPCR. What's that? Oh no, man. We're getting into the dark web. No, I don't know. Stop it. So this is Poetry, whatever Poetry is. OpenStreetMap contributions. Let's zoom in. What are we looking at here? Delta Junction, Fort Greely Missile Defense Area. What? Yeah, we don't. I started to do. Robert says we may need to access some AI. I started to do the. Oh man, I just closed that. Jeez, why did I do that, man? Why did I do that? Get that. Get that. Get that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There. What did you say that was? USGS 3-dep. So I started to do a show tonight on Google's AI Gemini. If you want to know why I did a show on the fears of, I did 2 shows on the fear of AI. Look up the problem that Google's had with Gemini, and you'll understand why. You'll understand why AI is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare. You won't be able to trust anything anymore. Nothing. I mean, you can barely trust what's on the internet now. But let's see. 3D products and services, data access visualization apps. It's still not. See, we don't have cool stuff like in our country because our country is just a blip on the butt of the universe as far as time goes. But this is kind of cool, just from the fact that they do outline the area that is shown in, this. And they took this area and took a real life today picture of it, basically. Outlined the section that you see up here. Right? I'm assuming this is same orientation. Here's this little piece that sticks out here. The large rectangle with these little juts off of it. So maybe we are backwards. Here's the two juts that are on the left-hand side. In this picture, these two juts are on the right-hand side. So maybe we are flipped. We're up here looking down on it this way in this image. But I think it's cool that you can see with your own eyes, how the land slopes, how it's, lower here. And this is like a middle section where it's flat way out through here. And then, everything's eroded there, but it's lower and everything. So it'd be really wild to think, like if this has been a family piece of land, if this has been a family piece of land for centuries or decades or whatever it might be, for them to come along and say, hey, did you know that your cattle or farms or grass or corn or whatever it is they're doing on this piece of property is actually sitting on an ancient Maya city. I mean, they may know, they may have been digging a well or a cistern or a porta potty house and dug up, clay pots. Would they tell anybody? No. Why? Well, because then the government come in and goes, stop digging in this, stop digging in this. Oh, here's an even better picture. There we go. I mean, this is pretty cool to see it this way. Oh, that looks like a house. Some kind of structure right there. Not ancient, just now. More modern. All right, so this is what I'd always started about whining about at the first of the show. Why can't I see this? So that's pretty cool that they did that. And so here they are, and this dude's property now. They've probably taken over, stopped doing exactly everything he's done for centuries, and go, whoa, whoa, whoa! You got to stop farming this area because now we're going to send these dudes and dudettes in here, and we're going to dig this joint up. See, look at the root here. So they're digging around. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, look, tree. Yeah. And I understand why they take painstaking time to do it and look at it and sift through all the stuff and try to find, hairs and toenails and teeth and burial sites and all this other kind of stuff. It just, it drives me crazy to be that tedious. But wow, man, they're digging it down, dude. Look at that. Oh, they're digging it down. That's crazy. Talking about a tent city. Open image and new tabs. Robert, you ought to get into some of this excavating stuff, man. They have decent looking women that are there. Find you a woman. So LIDAR. It's been around a long time, but now they're starting to use it for cool stuff instead of just, weather and all that kind of jazz, which is cool. I like discovering, old civilization stuff, all that kind of junk. All right, well, I fussed and moaned and whined and then finally found something that actually was interesting, I think. We didn't get to look at it a lot, but LIDAR is pretty cool. I think it'd be interesting to work on something like that. But then, what you'd want to do is you'd want to stop and explore all those little places, all those little things. Wait, let's look at that. Let's go back. Why does that thing look like it's a spaceship underground? Then you go dig it up and it'd be in your backyard and aliens would come and get you. Then the armadillos would eat you for supper. That's what would happen. All right. That's it for the Monday night show. I put out a new podcast Sunday. So it's a new podcast, old show. It's like my second show. Go check it out. I did open topics, something like that. And I don't even know what was on it. It's been so long ago. Don't even know what was on it. Go check it out. Watch it. Listen to it. So, Robert, as always, thanks for coming by. Next time Clell's on here, we'll have to make fun of him, tell him he missed the LIDAR, because I think he was talking about that last show. About LIDAR. And to everybody else, if you're listening to it now, watching it now, like, subscribe. I'm up to like 125 subscribers with 2 viewers. 2's better than none, but I'd like to see more than 2. I'd like to see some of these subscribers not just watch the shows, but comment, check in live, come get on the stream, make comments, do all that stuff. Robert could be the poster child, Clell could be the poster child, but he can't because he's not here tonight. But I'll give him credit. Shows up most all the other times. So anyway, Robert, thanks. Anybody that's listening, watching, thanks. And you see doubles? Why do you see doubles? I see double. You see double what? Time's ticking. Oh yeah. Speaking of time, everybody spring forward. Here we go. We're there. It's dark when I leave at work. When I come back, there's an extra hour of sunshine. Next thing, I caught myself last night, buddy. I wasn't eating supper till 8:30. It's gonna kill. I mean, I like it, but it's hard to eat, supper at 9 o'clock and then go to bed at 10 or even 9:30. He sees double vision. All right. Well, vision means that you can see, so just be happy. All right, 58 minutes. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, buenos tardes, hasta la vista, sayonara, arrivederci. What's something else, man? Ciao. Hey, ciao.